What's up guys, it's Tajae here, back with another video, and today we are going to be switching up, doing a little bit something different, and we're going to be talking about Death Stranding. And the reason why I kind of want to add some variety to the channel, I think it's, good to mix it up a bit. I'm still going to be mainly The Last of Us Part 2, but I also want to talk about other games that interest me, and Death Stranding is something that you guys actually have me looking into. So if you guys are excited that I'm actually touching on this topic, I know there's some people on my channel who actually like this game. Go ahead and show your support by liking the video. I really appreciate that. Let's shoot for 200 likes, as well as subscribe to the channel if you are new. I mainly upload The Last of Us Part 2 content, but I like to spread my expertise to other games such as Death Stranding or Cyberpunk 2077. So yeah, let's get right into this. So guys, I just want to say first that I was very wrong about this game. It actually looks incredible. Like, I sat down and watched the full 8-minute trailer for the game, and I was very impressed. And I'm gonna be honest, I take back everything I said about this game. Like, at first I was complaining and kind of upset that The Last of Us Part 2 was not coming first before this game. And even though this game was announced first, and it does make sense that this game would come first, I still was pretty upset that this game was actually coming before The Last of Us Part 2. But now, honestly, after what I saw, I really don't care anymore. So guys, I actually just want to go through and talk about the things that stuck out to me. Like, there's some things about this game that is just so different from anything I've ever seen, and I just got to talk about this. So this might be a little bit of a longer video, but I think you guys should definitely tune in and listen to what I got to say. So one of the biggest things that really stuck out to me about this game was actually the gameplay. And the reason why it's very different. It's something that I haven't really seen in other games, and it feels like there's a lot of variety to it. And exactly what I mean by that, like, the game feels like it has certain parts where like it has a different gameplay aspect focused on. And honestly, the coolest thing about the gameplay that I liked was, like, it feels like there's a lot of platforming to it, and there's just various amounts of areas that are in this game. Like, there's so many different settings. There was like rivers with like lush looking waterfalls. There's big amounts of snow he's trucking through. There's like a Mars looking rocky orangey area. Like, there's so many cool looking like environments to this game, as well as like, I don't know if there's like some sci-fi shit going on, but this guy was like in World War II, it looked like. And that's also what I want to talk about. There's like different types of gameplay. Like, there's like the where people are like, oh, it's a walking simulator, which actually is cool. It looks like it's like a platformer where he's like throwing down the ladder or whatnot. Then it shows off some of the melee combat with certain types of enemies. They're at like they're chasing you down and trying to hit you. He's like dodging, and then the game turns into like a battleground of like shots being fired and ARs, and like, I just feel like there's such a nice variety to the game, and it's so fresh. Like, like, the game looks beautiful. Which also, I want to talk about that the graphics for this game look completely insane, and I love that the characters are all like modeled after the real life actors and actresses themselves, and because not a lot of games really do that for like every character. Like, this game has so many like big name actors in it, it's ridiculous, and they just look so realistic. And my favorite that I saw, honestly, was Troy Baker, and the reason why is because like, I've never seen Troy Baker as like a villain, in like, he just looks like so badass, and like, he's like looking on the girl. I don't know, man, it's just weird to see him like that. And I just have like a high appreciation for the work they put into this. Like, I could like see the effort that was put in. I just feel like it's great, and I just feel like I've been sleeping on this thing. Another thing I'd like to talk about is the story, and I don't really have a full grasp of what the story is about 100% so far, but I do know the story is going to be pretty goddamn fire. I mean, the game looks very promising. Plus, I have played 2 Hideo Kojima games in the past. I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4, which were great games. I love the story in them, even though like you have to play like all the Metal Gear Solids to really grasp the story. I still enjoyed those games. I do have the 5th game on PS4. I got it for free for PlayStation Plus, but I haven't got a chance to touch it yet. I will be getting into it before this game comes out. But those games, they have like very long cutscenes, and they tell stories through cutscenes. And like Metal Gear Solid 4, there's like these mission briefing areas where the cutscene's like 2 hours long. So I already know if this game is gonna have like a top-notch story with these characters and actresses, I know there's gonna be so many cutscenes in this game. It's gonna be filled, and I'm ready to see what's gonna like unfold on screen. I mean, like, I feel like that's gonna be like really cool to see if they add like hours of freaking cutscenes in this game. Because plus, on Metal Gear Solid 5, I did play the intro to that game, and the intro's like nearly 2 hours, and it's mostly based off of just cutscenes, how it's paced. Now, what I want to say is the most unique thing about this game has to be this thing they call the Death Stranding, and like also this like realm between realms where like these monsters like they coexist. Like, I don't know, it's like really confusing. I'm not exactly sure 100% yet, so correct me. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, if I'm speaking ignorance, but I'm not really all the way up to date on the game yet. I'm still just learning. It's really exciting. Anyways, they refer to like BTs, and he's saying like even they know not to mess with the BTs, which is I guess like the human enemies in this game. I guess like the BTs are like, you know, that weird like these black looking creatures that you can't see with the naked eye. They have to use like this like gadget that like scans the area, and apparently they like coexist in some other like limbo of another like realm. And I don't know, I just feel like it's so interesting. Like they're like running after him and like making the world go dark, and they like drug him under and they pulled him in. They like was like pulling him through all this crazy stuff, and then all of a sudden he's like in World War II. Like I don't know, it's like I just don't have a full grasp of what's going on, but I just think it looks so freaking awesome. And I'm just really interested to see what this story has to be about, because like honestly it's like very confusing. But there is like a synopsis on the PlayStation website of what this story is really about, so I'm gonna go through and actually read this. Most of you probably already know this or seen this, but you know, I'm late to the game, I'm learning things, I'm excited, so I'm pretty much with that honeymoon phase of seeing the game just like you guys have already had. But you know, I'm late, and you guys, you're the guys that got me the ones to look at this, so you know, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. So it starts by saying, a journey to reconnect a fractured society. In the near future, mysterious explosions have rocketed the planet, setting off a series of supernatural events known as the Death Stranding. With spectral creatures plaguing the landscape and the planet on the verge of a mass extinction, it is up to Sam Bridges to journey across the ravaged wasteland and save mankind from impending annihilation. So pretty much what I'm getting from this is, I guess there's something going on, and I guess like the whole world is at stake, and this Death Stranding, I guess, is gonna bring the world down. Like I don't know, like it's very confusing. Like I don't know, I want to know what this is, and like, what's up with this baby stuff. Like, you know, they were talking about like connecting to the other side, and he like plugs in this like baby thing. It's like a newborn baby in like a artificial womb, and he like his eyes roll back, and he's like I guess he's like in the baby. Like I don't know, like what do these babies have to do with all this stuff? Like it's so like oddly weird and confusing, but at the same time it's like very intriguing. But honestly, what I might think, okay, this might not make any sense, but what if like the baby, since it's like a newborn, the vision's different, they could actually maybe see things that are going on. I don't know, maybe I'm just going too far with my hypothesis. But anyways, I just think this game looks freaking great. The few screenshots they have of the game on the PlayStation website, they all look very phenomenal. They look very photorealistic, and quite literally photorealistic, because they literally look just like the people who are acting as them, and it just looks amazing to see all their faces in like an animated gloriousness of a PlayStation 4. Like it just looks great. Like this thing could be a movie, bro. Like I feel like this video game could literally be a movie. And then also I feel like the game's villains are also gonna be really great. Like at the very end, they showcase, like I think this is the main villain at the very end, where he's like calling out his troops and he sets like the lake on fire or whatever. They're in like the little swamp. This guy looks so incredibly badass, and then like he has like these powers and like this army of goons. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's just really cool. And honestly, this game, I feel like I've gained a big respect for it. Like the biggest thing out of everything we have seen in the entire trailer has to just be like the landscapes and how vast and beautiful and big the game looks. Like I'm pretty sure this game is gonna be an open world, and the game is just so beautiful. Like when I was watching the gameplay trailer, I just couldn't believe like all the different locations that they were showing us, and like and then the variety of gameplay. Again, the variety of gameplay was just the cherry on top. Like it just looks amazing, as well as this game has like these like futuristic vehicles you can ride around in. And I just found it so intriguing, as well as like how detailed they, like it looks so detailed, and how like when they're driving and drifting, you can see like the dirt kick up, and lots of like different types of rubble. Like they have areas of like, looks like the earth like has went to shit, like there's nothing left, as well as like these volcanic black like dusty areas. And then like as I said before, those like red rocky like Martian looking areas, and these big vast mountains, and then these huge beautiful waterfalls. Like honestly, the scenery of this game is really just eye-popping. Like I just could not believe what I was looking at. So for you guys who are actually telling me to go over this game, I'm gonna be honest, this game, it has me pretty stoked. I'm pretty pumped. I now have it pre-ordered, so I will be informing myself, becoming way less ignorant in this game. The future videos coming up will be very informational, new things that you probably guys already know that I'm actually learning. I'm just gonna cover everything I learned about this game. By the time this game comes out, I want to know everything about this game, anything that I need to know, anything that you guys need to know. This is gonna be the place to be to learn about this game. I might be late to this wave, but goddamn, I'm gonna ride it. This game looks fucking great. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like on it. Let's shoot for 200 likes. I really appreciate that, as well as subscribe to the channel if you're new. I upload daily The Last of Us Part 2 content, and I will start mixing in Death Stranding content as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another banger.